There was a night his food got cold because he came late back from work, and I still said sorry. He hadn't complained, he hadn't even said anything. I just apologized automatically. And that was not the only thing I found myself apologizing for. Hi, I'm Konyere, and this is day 4 of my narcissistic abuse story. If you have not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any part of this my journey. He came home late from work, and by the time he sat down, the food was cold. He was the one that came home late, but I was the one apologizing without even knowing it. The strange thing about it was he didn't complain. I was the one that felt the need to apologize at that moment. And as at then, I thought I was being a very considerate partner. It wasn't just the food. One day he got stuck in traffic because it was raining, and by the time he came back, I apologized. And on this other particular day, he came back from work in a bad mood. I don't know what tipped him up at his working place. And when he got back, I instinctively asked him if we needed space. I was apologizing for basically everything. He will go out and someone will make him angry, and he comes back and I'm the one apologizing. And I was doing it thinking I was doing something nice, being the best of partner, being the one that understands my partner, being loving and caring, and I didn't know I was actually hurting myself. I was always trying to make things okay, even when he didn't ask me. And then one day at my shop, I dropped a pin while I was trying to tack on some design to a dress I'd made. And I said sorry. I instinctively apologized. And my girl at work was like, "Madam, why are you apologizing?" And I've noticed that you are always apologizing. You apologize for the rain, you apologize for the sun. You're basically apologizing for everything. Even before a customer tests on their dress, you are already apologizing. I have actually noticed that, and I thought I wanted to find a time to discuss it with you, but now is the better time. And honestly, at that time, I didn't actually understand what she meant, because to me, I thought I was being very polite by apologizing constantly, and I never would have understood that it's become so automatic that it is what reflexively I'll do it without knowing. And then looking back now, I realized that I was constantly watching him and watching out for his moods. If his mood changes, I will notice. If he goes silent, I will notice. And then before he even said anything, I'd already started asking myself, what did I do wrong again? Why is his face changing? Why is his mood changing? I was always goofing myself up, trying to understand the subtle changes and the obvious one that he was displaying all the time. And all this while, I didn't know that I had made myself become responsible for keeping the peace, even at the detriment of my own peace. And the scary part is that I thought this actually made me a good partner. The fuzzing around, watching his mood, watching his countenances. I thought it made me a good partner. And I thought being considerate meant making sure he was okay all the time. And it took me quite long to understand that a healthy relationship is not one where you are always afraid or scared about someone's mood, or building yourself all around a person's mood. And I noticed that I wasn't just apologizing too much. I had also become afraid of doing something wrong at all times. The more I think about it now, the more I realize I was not just saying sorry. I was constantly trying to keep the peace. And I didn't even know I was doing it. In tomorrow's video, I'm going to tell you the exact moment I caught myself doing this. And for the first time, it actually scared me. I'll see you tomorrow.